Hi stamping friends, this is Sharon Armstrong, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for over 16 years and I love teaching everyone how to be creative and how to make fun, simple cards like this one. Let's get started. The stamp set that I'm using is Another Great Year, and I'm going to be using the little cupcake from this one, as well as Another Great Year, Another Great Birthday. Okay? First, you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut 3 3/4 by 1.5 inches. Then you need a piece of Bermuda Bay that is cut 4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And then you need some designer series paper. This is actually the kaleidoscope paper from the Celebrate the Everyday Occasions catalog. I've cut it at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And what's so fun about this is switch up the cards, make them all different. Cut several pieces like this and then flip them over and have some different looks to your card using the same paper. I have my Whisper White base that I've already scored with our Simply Scored from Stampin' Up! It's kind of hard on the videos to show that to you, so but since the card doesn't want to lay all the way down, feel free to go ahead and use a bone folder to go ahead and get that so that it lays nice and flat. I have a piece of scratch paper that I'll be using to stamp, and then I also have a piece of scratch, actually it's a whole sheet of cardstock of the Strawberry Slush. I like to kind of keep one sheet like this on hand so that I just use it for punching instead of cutting it up into different pieces and it may not fit my punches. Speaking of punches, if any of you ever have some stamping friends over, let me just teach you this little trick. I like to, whenever I'm using multiple punches, I like to go ahead and pre-punch the piece for that particular punch, because these punches are very close in size and sometimes your friends may use the wrong one when they're punching. But if you go ahead and punch it out, and I just stick it on with some snail or a glue dot or something, then that way you'll know that they'll use the correct punch when they are punching out their pieces. That's a free tip, by the way. Alright, so I am going to use the black Stays On for my cupcake stamp. And ink that up. Stamp right there, lift straight up, no rocking. Then I will use my punch that's labeled such. Punch that piece out. I have one more punch that I'm using, and I'm actually using the owl, built-in owl punch, using that tiny little heart. And whenever you're opening up our punches, make sure you unlock it all the way. Sometimes if you don't unlock it all the way, it'll open the punch, but yet as you're using it, it might lock itself. And then you're going to go, my punch is broken. Just check that lever back there. That usually happens with some of my stamping friends when they're over. So I have a piece of scratch of the red glimmer paper, and I normally teach my people that we're on a punch diet. We punch closer than this so that we don't waste anything. So I'm just going to slide that in there, get a heart. Whoops, it's tiny. Okay, set that aside. All right, let's put our card together. So I have my base, and then I have my designer series paper. I'm going to use some snail, and I don't know, I might get a little crazy. I think I'm going to go with this side. I don't know, something fun and different. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to layer that there. And then I have my piece that I'm going to stamp on, and I'm using the Strawberry Slush ink. And I actually want to stamp that over to the side just a little bit because I'm going to be putting my cupcake right there. I'll use some snail to attach this to the Bermuda Bay cardstock. I'll layer that on there. Okay. Then I'm going to take out my punched pieces. Some snail on the back of my cupcake. And then I'm going to attach that. See how close those punches are in size? So if you use my little trick, then you're not going to have any waste. I am going to be using some markers to color my cupcake. I'm going to use Strawberry Slush, and we're going to make this like a red velvet kind of a cupcake. Okay, and some Bermuda Bay. We'll use that for my little liner, cupcake liner if you would. Okay, and then we need to kind of have some chocolate icing, so I'm using baked brown sugar. A little fluffy icing there. Okay, and then I just felt like that black heart was just kind of boring for our card, so I'm going to use a glue dot. A glue dot here, and it's actually a little too small or too big, I think. Well, we'll try. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my heart. I don't know if y'all can see that with the camera, but I'm going to put it on my heart, and then I'm going to use the snips to kind of curve it into itself so that it's not hanging off. Hope you can see that. So anyway, so I'm going to put that on there, but I'm going to use the snips to help me place it because it's so tiny. Ta-da! There you go. Isn't that cute? So cute. All right, we're going to use some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 on this one. Sometimes you just don't know how many. Do you put 1? Do you put 2? Dig my fingernails in, release that backing. Pop that on the side. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of my Bermuda Bay. I'm going to go ahead and put 4. Don't want to have uneven. Digging my fingernails in there, popping that backing off. And 1 more. Okay, we're ready to stick it on our card. How cute is that? Okay, so 1 with the back side, 1 with the front side. See? 2 great cards. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day.